Yeah.
And go.
Hey, I'm Emma,
And I'm Alexa.
and we're here to teach you about geometry.
Today we are going to be working on a problem 21 from chapter 3.3.
And we know it's hard,
But you can break it down and you can do it.
so let's dive right into it. We're trying to prove that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Right here and right here. So, let's move on to the next board, Alexa.
Sure thing, Emma.
We like to use the T-chart of statements and reasonings to prove how easy it is to show that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2.
It's a great way to organize your work. So to start, we have that segment AE is congruent to FC, and this is a given.
So, by looking at our chart, we know that angle AE right here is congruent
to FC.
Congruent. All right. Back to the chart. So, next is not a given. It is AF is congruent to CE because of addition property. Now, we can go back to our diagram and see that if AE is congruent to FC and EF is in the middle of them, by adding on this segment to the two congruent, we can give on two more congruent segments. AF and CE. Back to the board.
We have another given for you, and
Whoops, it happens.
I can't. It is that segment FB is congruent to DE. And this is, like I said before, is a given.
So, just another easy one. We can just write it on our chart. That FB
Which is right here,
is congruent to DE.
right here.
So far we have four congruent segments, each congruent to different things. Back to the chart. We have one last given, and this is that angle CFB is congruent to angle AED. So, by writing it on the chart, we know that angle CFB, right here,
CFB,
and that angle AED are congruent. So, next.
now that we're done with the givens, it gets a little more challenging, but if you plan your steps out, it will be easy. So the next step is that we have that angle CFB and angle BFA are supplementary. And this is because linear pairs are supplements.
So, this angle angle CFB and angle BFA are supplementary because they are on a straight line. And two angles that are on a straight line, they are supplementary.
Because they add up to 180, which is a straight angle. And then, because of linear pairs being supplements, we also know that angle AED and angle DEC are supplements as well, which are right here. AED and DEC. They are on a straight angle and they both add up to 180.
So that's supplementary. One last step before we get to our conclusion is that we know that angle ABF
Triangle.
Angle triangle.
Triangle.
ABF is congruent to triangle CDE because supplements of congruent angles are congruent. So here is triangle ABF, so it's this triangle right here, and that triangle CDE.
This triangle right here.
These two triangles are congruent.
For our conclusion, we know that, where's my nifty marker? Angle 1 is congruent to angle 2
Like we were trying to prove.
because of what's called CPCTC, which means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent.
Good little
To
nifty thing.
abbreviate, it gets kind of long.
So, in conclusion, we can see that angle 1 is congruent to angle 2, which is exactly what we were trying to prove from the start. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day, because math is fun.
It is so fun.
Stay in school.